I've been talking to all sorts of interesting and funny people in one-on-one conversations for the new podcast I'm dropping that I'm telling you about right now.
I had no time to do any of this. I said, but I do love to get high at Club Random on my property, a little nightclub I built here that you're looking at now. And I love to talk to my friends with a drink and a joint. And if you want to do that and have some really interesting people come over here, I'll be happy to do that. But I'm just going to show up. I barely know who the guest is. I'm not going to prepare for it like I do for my show. It's not that kind of show. I said, why? I already have a show. Why would I do another kind of show unless it was very different? And it is very different, except it's still me.
Right.
It's just the me that you would see out of a suit smoking pot. The real me, in other words. I mean, people are loving this. You know, they keep telling me they've never seen these comments that are so positive. And I think, you know, I've been on television a very long time, but, you know, people only see me in one way there. I mean, obviously my show is funny, but it's, you know, I mean, HBO is a serious place, you know, and I have very serious guests on. You know, Senator Klobuchar was on last week. She's one of the most powerful people in the country. She's a senator. She ran for president. She's probably going to run for president again. You know, I can't crack out the pot with her.
You're surprised how many Muslims want to come in and think that the way we think.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
That.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And I love the fact that so many of the people who've come through here are people who I knew, but not well. But after an hour, I felt like, or 2 hours, however we do, which is another nice thing about a podcast, there's no time limit. I felt like I knew them very well. I mean, we can get to know each other really well. I've made so many, like, you know, real friends now. I'm just killing it with guys these days.
I always appreciate your point of view. And I've always been someone, even if I don't agree with you, I can respect opinions if they're well thought out and intelligent. And that's what you've always been about.
I just loved him as a player. And then, of course, we kind of bonded over the fact that both of us believe in medical autonomy in a way that a lot of the country has dragged its feet on. And I think a lot of the country is ignorant about it. I think people are just scared about their health. So they think there's this priesthood in white lab coats who have all the answers. And neither one of us is an anti-vaxxer. We just believe that every medical intervention, and that's what a vaccine is, that's what any drug is a medical intervention. And some of them are appropriate for some people and some for others. It should be everyone's personal decision. And, you know, he was kind of roasted for all that. And I reached out and said, you know, I heard you, so I forget where I heard him, but I said, it sounds a lot of like what I've been saying. And, you know, so we kind of bonded over that. And then, you know, we talked about a million things, but certainly I admire his guts for standing by what he truly believes, which, you know, is pretty much what I believe.
The main way to reduce that hate, or at least the first step, is everyone has to stop talking politics all the time. We didn't used to do this.
The messier it is, the better for me. The worse it is for the country, the better for me. And I mean, we're doing better than ever because I feel like most of media is locked into their bubbles. You know, even comedy media, you know, they just pander to the people who are in the audience who are just going to clap like seals at the things they already think they know and want to hear back. I agree with some of those points of view, but not always. And I don't ever pander to an audience. And I will make fun of, and I do make fun of the left a lot more than I used to because they're a lot crazier than they used to be. And nobody else seems to be doing that. So I love it. I love having that all to myself. You guys want to pander? Good. I'll just, you know, keep doing what I do. I think I'm generally left of center, but I think there's a lot. I go where the comedy is. And yes, it is a very dangerous, horrible time in America. Absolutely. I fret for what this country is going to go through at the next presidential election when Trump will probably run. And if he doesn't win, he will not go away. And I don't know what's going to happen in this country. So it's a perilous time. But, you know, yeah, I'm loving covering it. It's not boring.